Here we go with Word Project 7, formatting a cover letter. A cover letter is something you mail to a prospective employer along with your resume. While the resume gives them a short summary of your skills, a cover letter will tell them why you are interested in the job. It will introduce yourself, and it will tell them why you think you would be a good match for them. So, in this project, we are going to practice changing fonts and font sizes. You're going to copy and paste text from one document into a new document. You're going to set some tabs, which will be the new thing for you in this lesson. You're going to change line spacing, set margins, and check spelling and grammar. So here's our story. Good old Will Barnetta has completed his resume with our help. He has learned that Pine Bluff Camp in Arizona is hiring camp counselors. He is writing a cover letter to send with his resume to the director of the camp, Sean Watkinson. That's another thing. When you're applying for jobs, you want to tailor your cover letter and resume to the people you are sending them to. Let's get started. Step 1. Open Word Project 7 from the folder containing your data files. Here is Word Project 7, and I need to make this take up half of my screen. In Windows 7, you can click on the title bar and drag it around. If I drag it all the way over to the right, it brings me this box. If I let up on the mouse button, there, it's now half screen. Handy. So I have it opened. I need to save it as Barnetta cover letter. So File, Save As. Need to find the correct location, correct folder for me to save it in. Click once. Barnetta cover letter ADE, and it automatically puts on XLS or DOCS. So I have it saved. I can tell what the file name is by looking up at the title bar. And step 2, they want me to change the line spacing of the entire document to 1.0. Right now you'll notice in my document the lines are spaced bigger. It might be 1.5 or something. Anyway, select the entire thing with Control A. Go up here to the line spacing button, 1.0. Done. Step 3. Open Word Project 6 from the folder containing your data files. And we're going to copy Will's address to put at the top. So this is a letter. You have the address of where Will is sending it to, and we need to put in Will's own return address at the top. So that's what we're going to be copying and pasting. So that's found in Word Project 6. We'll open that up. Drag my window over here so I can see it, and they want that 5-line address, and I'm going to copy this by holding down Control C, and they say to close out that document and paste it in at the top of my new document. So it's already copied. When I copy something, it puts it onto the computer's clipboard, which I can then paste into whatever application I want. So I put my cursor here, and I'm going to Control V to paste it in. In step 4 here, they said I need to leave one blank line between the pasted address and the date. Now, if I go up here to the Show and Hide Paragraph Markings, I can see that there are 2 blank lines. So I'm going to take one of those out. And we're ready for step 5. Change the font of the entire document to 12-point Cambria. Control A for all. click once, 12, enter, and Cambria. Step 6. Remove the bold style from Will Barnetta, which is in the address block at the top of the letter. So they want to take off the bold. You'll notice that bold is turned on by looking up here at the toolbar. B is orange. If I control B to undo that, now it's no longer orange. Step 7. Change all the margins to 1.25 inches. So, to change the margins, remember you go to Page Layout, Ribbon, Tab. Page Layout tab of the ribbon has all this good stuff that affects how text is laid out. So you click on margins, and it does not appear that Word has an option with everything set to 1.25. So I'm going to have to make a custom margin. And this box is highlighted already, so I can just begin typing 1.25. Now if I hit the Tab key on my keyboard, it takes me to the next field. And it looks like the bottom is highlighted. I can type 1.25 again. That's a nice quick way. Tab 1.25 and hit Tab one more time. 1.25. And this goes for Windows in general. Tab will, in any dialog box, take you and cycle you through all the fields. If I hold down Shift and hit Tab, it will take me up. You see right now I am on margins at the top here at this little option. If I hit the right arrow key, it will cycle me through these tabs at the top. Nifty. So I have 1.25 on all the margins. I hit OK. I go over to step 8. And here is our new thing for today. We're going to align the return address, the date, and the complimentary closing, which is sincerely, end of the name. We're going to align that with a left tab set at 3.75 inches. So, one way I could set a tab is to first select what I want, the lines I want that tab to be applied to. And I can go up and click on the ruler where I want it to be. There, now you'll see there's a little L there. And that is what a left tab would look like. You see on the ruler, here's 3 inches, here's 3.5 inches, here's 4 inches. So 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 2 3 3/4 would be right there. So for those lines that were selected, I have now added a tab on that line, those lines. If I go to the next line, you'll see there's no tab there. I haven't applied a tab to that. Now I think when I opened up my file, some of these might have already been on here because I did not add those. But now that they have that tab there, I can hit the Tab key on my keyboard, and it will advance me all the way up to that tab stop. If there were no tab on the ruler, for example for this line, tab would advance me like it normally does, just as one regular indent at a time. So I can click tab all the way over, click tab, click tab, click tab. And this is a left tab stop. It aligns the left side of my text with that stop point. Now I also wanted this date line aligned with a left tab stop there at 3.75. And I'll show you a different way to do that. You can go up here to the paragraph portion, click on this, and down here you click on tabs and you can type in exact measurements into the box. You can also select what sort of tab stop you want. If I wanted to align the center of my text with 3.75, then I could click center, or I could put the right side of Will Barnetta right aligned there. But I want it to be a left tab stop, so I'm going to click set, and now you'll see it is in the box, and I can click OK. And my line now has that L there. So I'm going to hit tab, and let's go down here to the closing and do the quick version. Click right there and hit tab, right? Oh no, what happened? Control Z, undo. You need to make sure your text is not selected. If it's selected and you hit tab, it just erases it. It's like hitting the space bar. So hit tab and tab. Everything is left aligned there. We're done with step 8. Step 9, use the spelling and grammar checker. So that's on the review tab because I'm reviewing what I've done. Spelling and grammar. Will Barnetta, I'm going to ignore that because I know that's spelled right all the time. Employment, I need to change that to the correct spelling. And that needs to be changed. Well came. And Will, you need to spell things better. And step 10 is save and close the document, and then we'll exit Word. So let's see what kind of guy Will is. Dear Mr. Watkinson, I'm writing in response to your ad for camp counselors in New Mexico University Times. My background, and oh no, my background, it looks like you forgot to capitalize your my. Why didn't that show up in the spelling and grammar? It's a good thing I read that. Capital M for my. My background and interests fit the job description, and I think my employment with your organization would benefit us both. As indicated on my enclosed resume, next fall I will start my junior year as an education major at New Mexico University. I plan to teach middle school or high school on graduation. Eager to begin mentoring. Aren't you a great guy here, Will? Well, I'm glad we could help you out. Save.